life, a seed was planted for collecting toys. Who would have thought it? Of course, I was an automotive guy, and so in about 1988 or 1989, I bought my first antique toy. I was starting to travel more at that point in my life and kind of enjoy the fruits of my labor. Certainly not on the scale that I needed to, perhaps. I remember in about 1989 I was in London, and there was a sign on the street. Of course, I was an auction junkie. I wanted to do everything with auctions. I loved auctions. And there was a sign that said, "Toy auction today." At the time, I didn't realize I was on Bond Street. And at the time, I'd never heard of Sotheby's, but I went to a Sotheby's toy auction, and I bought a little Mercedes toy truck about this big. I think I paid about $400 for it, which was a lot of money at that point for me in my life. Today, that toy is worth a few $1,000s. But I started collecting toys. I had a passion for toys, predominantly Mercedes, because Mercedes was what we handled in the auto salvage yard, although we did evolve into other exotic imports as well. And so over the years, I just accumulated more and more toys, and there were cases everywhere here at work and at home with toys. And of course, I started inventorying them and keeping track of them, and I had thousands of them. Today, about 3,000. A few years ago, I decided there were so many toys, and some of the toys were quite expensive and quite rare, that I would open a little toy museum. So here at the office, we have a toy museum, DFW Elite Toy Museum. We have a website, and we host car clubs and other people, and there are some number of toys, and we try to have an exhibition about twice a year, like a real museum. Now we're in the middle of a race car exhibition with race cars. We did have an exhibition on Malcolm Forbes boats. I had bought a significant number of boats from the Malcolm Forbes collection, and we had an exhibition on those. But we also have little things like salesman samples and patent models, training models, and of course just toy cars. And every now and then something crazy that catches my eye. Have dog collectibles. The museum is dog friendly, so we love having dog people here. And the toy museums ended up being pretty fun, and I really enjoy doing that. We don't charge admission to the museum, and we're open 5 days a week, usually on Saturdays as well, and love hosting car clubs and other types of charities. We've had some dog events here where we raise money for charities, and so we're always looking for another charity. And a lot of old folks' homes come here. They bring people on the buses, and they want to come and look at all the old toys, antique toys. They're looking for things to do to keep people busy, but people really enjoy looking at old toys reminiscent of their era. So always looking for another event for the museum.